Hi guys, Deanna Duffield with Body, Soul, and Beyond, and I'm bringing you today's fitness tip. I actually am bringing two frequently asked questions as an instructor to various and numerous types of classes and a trainer one-on-one with many different clients. I'm a stickler on form. I'm a broken record when it comes to a couple of certain things. And one thing I was just asked about just yesterday actually that I'm going to arm you with some knowledge on is about your core. One of the main things that I'm always touting, that I'm just like a broken record about, is whenever you're exercising, whether it's water aerobics, yoga, Pilates, running, it doesn't even matter what it is, I always am telling you to keep your core engaged. You want to keep it braced, keep those abs nice and tight. And I was just asked the other day, why is that so important? So I've got 4 great reasons why you should keep that core embraced whenever you're doing any kind of exercising. And I mean aerobic or strength training. So any of that, you want to always keep the core engaged. First and foremost, it's definitely core training. You're a little extra, little work outside of the normal ab exercises, the crunches, the bicycle, all that stuff that can be kind of boring and monotonous at the end of a class. If you brace those abs in a spin class or your yoga, you're really engaging them and you're really forcing them to train a little bit more. So you're working them. So that's number 1. Number 2, stability. If you're a little uneasy, wobbly, especially in like a yoga or a Pilates class, or you're doing any kind of a weight training exercise and you've got to balance on one leg, if you engage that core a little bit, you're going to take the quotient up of stability factor up a little bit. So what you want to do is center that gravity, that little center of gravity. It's grounded when you engage that core, so you're a little more stable and you're not going to fall. So there's a third reason. And another reason is these low back muscles. We want to definitely protect them. The low back is a very vulnerable spot, and one of the reasons why you do your ab exercises to begin with is to strengthen that area. So you want to keep it protected, keep it cushioned, keep that little like invisible force field up. So bracing those abs keeps those low back muscles very, very protected. So there you go. You've got your form, you've got your stability, and you're training your abs, and you've got your balance. So there are your reasons that you should definitely keep the core engaged. And the second question that I'm always asked, again going back to an ab exercise, at the end of a class or at the end of a series of training with a client, I do about 3 to 5, maybe 6 or 7 minutes of ab exercises. One of the main forms of correctedness is to keep your chin lifted off your chest. And the tendency is when you've got your hands behind your neck to pull and to really push the chin down on your chest. You don't want to do that. That forces this little area right back here to strain itself, and you put stress on it. We want to stay out of the neck area. So when you're here, you want to keep that chin lifted. When that chin is off your chest, you've got everything up here in alignment. You've got everything where it's supposed to be so that you can focus on your ab exercises. So I always tell my class to imagine like a tennis ball or an orange underneath your chin, and that gives you that right amount of space that you should keep that chin lifted off of your chest. Another way just to make sure you're doing it right is when you're on the floor and you're doing your ab exercises, just make sure you're looking up towards the ceiling. So when you're doing your ab exercises, your chin is lifted and you can focus on your the task at hand. So you can focus on those muscles. You're not straining, you're not pulling on this neck. We want to stay out. We don't want the whiplash, we don't want any of that. So we want to stay out of the neck, secure it. When you've got those hands back there, you're cradling that neck. So those elbows should be out to your side. This is wrong. And this will give you that tendency to pull it in. You want to keep those elbows out, keep that chin lifted, and then focus on your ab exercises. So those are my frequently asked questions for the last couple of weeks. I've armed you. Good luck in your next classes or your training sessions, and I'll see you next time.